So the video you're about to watch is me driving on this portal 666, right? And that will be today. And I'm speaking about twin flame because while I was driving, that's the download I got. Twin flame. Speak about your experience. Then I went on TikTok, and you know how they take you through memory lane posts? TikTok, 1 year today. I was talking about the same thing. Twin flame. But the video I post today, the video you're about to watch today, goes into more knowledge and education about the twin flame journey. Aha moment. Confirmation twice. Did you notice how the horn was kind of beeping and then it went louder? Because I had an aha moment today. And look, now it's off. Hello. This energy is so powerful. And I'm so excited with like happiness, but I don't know why. But as I'm driving to my doctor's appointment, it's making me recall a situation with my twin flame. So I never talk to you guys about twin flame or love because that's not my vibe. My vibe be about this money and work and being an entrepreneur. But I did meet my twin flame. I met my twin flame when I was with my karmic twin. So I was with a karmic cycle that lasted on and off for 10 years. This was the wrong individual. But during the time I thought he was my twin. But while I was in that relationship, I actually met my real twin flame in North Carolina. I moved from Virginia to North Carolina. So I'm not going to go into details about it, but let's just say we are both air signs, right? So we're both thinkers, analytical. But he was like a thinker on a physical. He wasn't really into the spiritual so much. It was governed like church, right? I've been there, done that. But we started out as a sneaky link. So I'm going to tell you why I'm bringing up this situation. Because as I'm driving, I'm reminiscing that when we were in union, we were together. We were sneaky linking. It was the beginning of the introduction of us. Not a couple, just a sneaky link. I got major abundance. I'm sitting here and I can reflect on it now. I'm like, yo, when we were good, like shit was good for me. I don't know about him because he never really talked about finances and stuff. The conversation was always surface level. Anytime I tried to get into deep conversation, he didn't want to have it. Confirmation, he didn't want to have it. And that's why over time I slowly got disinterested because I'm a deep thinker. I'm not about that surface level. So I think him being an air sign, I think his rising was more like fire sign. Because air signs, we love intellectual conversations. And his intellectual conversation was only about like trading or making money. But nothing dealing with emotions and feelings. But anyway, let me get back to it. When we had positive union together, I was getting approved for all these major credit cards, Amex Platinum, Unlimited. Like, I was extremely blessed. And whenever we were together and linked up, he would immediately after, he would go online. He do the casino and type stuff. And he used to always win. And it got to one point, I was like, yo, every time I come over here, you as soon as we finish, you get right on the, I'm tired. He get on the thing and gamble. And he would win and he would show me. And I said, I'm your good luck charm. Let me get half of that. I need to get some of that. It was like when we were in union, we both was winning. Whether he wants to admit it or not. He was hitting in the stock trade online. I was hitting in my business, getting approved for all these credit card, like. And then he started with the lies. And then he started breadcrumbing me. Like, you know, our conversation, we used to maybe talk twice a week. Then it became like once a month. And I was not feeling it. So now my feelings are involved and I'm getting hurt. And when my feelings got involved and I was getting hurt, our union wasn't so happy. So things started decreasing. Money started decreasing. Opportunities of my self-employment, jobs, places started decreasing. I don't know about him because, again, I'm honest. I'm transparent. I don't wear a mask for nobody. I'm going to be me. There was a lot of the times we would be together, and if I wanted to go out, it was always like pulling teeth. So the only time we went out, I was like, listen, I know we do what we do, but I want to go out. I used to say, at least let's go out for our solar return day, our Earth Day. So that would be twice a year. On your Earth Day, we could go out, or on mine, but we're going to go out on mine. So that's going to be once a year. And it was like pulling teeth just to do that. Like, literally. But when that stopped, then I was like, you know what? This relationships feel like the karmic relationship I just got out of, which was a narcissist. I said, he is projecting the same type of characteristics. This don't feel like home to me no more. Because when I was with him, he felt like home. Like, I felt safe to be with him. I have issues when it came to sexuality. Even with my ex, trauma, major trauma. It was like, with him, I didn't have that. He didn't violate me. It felt home. It felt safe. But then I started going to therapy. And when I started going to therapy and telling my therapist about different things, she would be like, okay, well, try this. We'll do this. And you will see what he's there for. And so I started doing it. And when I started doing those things, then I wasn't seeing him. And we wasn't really talking. And I used to bring up ideas. Hey, let's have lunch. Or let me bring lunch to your job. Or it was like, no. And that's when stuff started going downhill, like literally, when it comes to finances. So I'm gonna say this to whoever's listening: twin flame. So twin flame is the ultimate power couple if both twins are working on self and a resolution to come together. In other words, they have to be on the same path. Twin flame is night and day. So they have to pour into each other, like the figure 8, I'm driving. Pour into each other to balance out each other's beasts. If this is making sense. And now I freaking get it. So it was never, because I used to be like, nah, I don't want to be on no twin flame. That shit sound crazy. I didn't understand, but I get it. And I'm going to tell you, it took me 3 years. I've been on a celibate spiritual journey for 3 years. My twin is the last. Some people haven't met their twin, or they can sense their twin and they never engaged in sex. I had a sexual relationship with my twin. He was started out as a sneaky link. Like, it's a different experience when y'all engage in sexual activity. But it can be the ultimate power couple when it comes to like finances and building business. But the intent has to be honest and pure, or they're not going to end up together. I feel like my twin is a warlock. My twin still has healing to do. Can he change and be out of that? Oh yeah, I believe so. And when I say warlock, it's because he's still operating in his shadow side. He still hasn't dealt with his hurt. He still does not understand the concept of spirituality. Again, because he's an air sign, he's analytical. It has to make sense to him. And even though I'm saying twin flame, if you ask him, he might be like, nah, we just connect. We got this vibe. But it's a vibe you can't explain, so you have to go deeper in knowledge. That's when you get on the internet, you get books, you research. Even if you don't believe what someone else is saying about twin flame, do your research, because it's a real thing. Me and my twin can communicate telepathically. And there were things that I would do just to see if he'd pick up on it. There is things that I would say just to see if he acknowledge it. Until this day, he don't know, but it was a confirmation for me that, yep, he's your twin. Whether you like it or not, Brooklyn, yep, that's your twin. And the crazy part is I chose him and he didn't choose me. But it's just because where he's at in his life, he's very worldly. Worldly mean materialistically, want the finer things. I've been there, done that. Like, I was in the military. I've been there, done that. I've been around the world. Like, I've been there, I've done that. So I understand where his mindset is. But when you're that way worldly, you're too tapped into your ego. And with the twin flame journey, that's what caused the breakup. The egotistical behavior. And it can come from females too. It's not just on masculines. It can come from females too. Because when I first met my twin, I met him and I was in my masculine energy. And he was in his feminine energy. So our interaction back and forth, it was like a runner-chaser dynamic. He was running and I was chasing. Chasing is a masculine energy. Running is a feminine energy. And then as I started to go to therapy and I started healing, I wasn't engaging in sexual activity anymore. Therefore, I was now in my feminine energy, and now he was in his masculine, which he was chasing. But it was a weird type of chasing. It was still egotistical, but he's a very good manipulator.
Exit right.
Whether
Saturn
he knows it or not, he's a manipulator. So I will say this to anyone on twin flame journey. If their energy is still in their egotistical ways because they're worldly and they don't seem to understand spirituality, then they need to think about this for whoever's watching this, and you may resonate with this message. If you all about physical gain, right? You would say that you know the concept of manipulation. So you can manipulate to get the things you want, even if it's dirty money, meaning illegal money. So even if you're able to gain illegal money,
exit right,
you're using manipulation in a negative way to get something. Because at the end of the day, you want something. That's why you're doing it. Even in spirituality, walking a white light,
turn right.
You want something. Who do you want it for? That's what matters. When you're in your shadow side, you want something. You're manipulating for personal gain. When you're walking in your white light, you want something. You're doing it for the other person's gain. For God-like behavior. To help others prosper and gain love and healing. So it's the same concept. It's just being used in a different way. So you have the gift. Your twin have the same gift you got. It's just that, are they using their gift for good, or are they using their gift for evil? And evil is in the sense of self-gain, idealistic behavior, things of this world. If you're doing it for good, you're doing it for Allah, God, Jehovah, white light, which means it's going to take you a little longer to receive the benefit. But I would rather it take longer because it's more self-sustained and stable than to get it fast, quick, and in a hurry, because you're going to lose it fast, quick, in a hurry. Again, I've been there. I done that. When I lived in Virginia, I was in my karmic behavior. I used my gifts for bad. And I did it for so many years, it was harder to come out of it. But I'm an air sign. I love a challenge. I'm an Aquarius. I'm a fixed sign. I love a challenge. So it's easy to do bad behavior for me. That's literally, I'm not joking. That energy is easy. But I like a challenge. That's why when anyone tries to attack me spiritually, that shit don't faze me. That makes me work harder to be a better person, because I was chosen to do what I'm doing. I've seen the rainbow at the end of the tunnel. I'm actually living in my soft era. So, again, twin flame speak. And I never talk about this, but I'm having the urge to do it. And I was like, Spirit, should I give them my situation? Because I think my twin flame is going to see this. And I got a notification on my phone. And then I got a notification of the train.
Exit right.
So I was like, I got to talk about it. So there was other things I wanted to talk about, but Spirit said no, not yet. So I'm not going to talk about it yet. I just want to give you a breakdown about the twin, how they the major power couple, like literally. Because I sit here and reminisce when we were good, and we were really good. It was very intense. It was very alluring, and I was benefited. I was in the 3D. So imagine if your twin, who is now Warlock, turns over a new leaf and want to do good by inspiring others to help them, and not
in
out
a quarter of a mile
for themselves.
Exit right.
They would have no worries. They literally will be living a soft life. And I mean, yeah. But it's all about free will. Don't try to be like conniving and say, oh yeah, I'm gonna work on me, do that, and you faking the funk. Because the karma that comes back.
Exit right. It's just an exit, sweetheart. I promise. There's no ulterior motive.
All right, listen. I'll talk to y'all later, okay? Enjoy this portal. 666. Holla.
Ascension.
What's up? It's time for Brooklyn Talk in the truck. What I need to say is going to come out very disordered, but it will resonate for those who can follow what I'm saying without me really saying it. And if you can follow me, what I'm saying, with me not breaking it down, then you have leveled up to a major ascension, okay? I was fortunate enough to meet my soulmate. We all are. There's a lot of them. But it's a miracle when you can actually meet your twin flame. Because your twin flame can trigger you. But it's something about that magnetic pull that draws both of you in. I was the light and he was the dark. And we were supposed to balance each other. I've been through some major shit. But I've always said this could be worse. And so then I strive to do better. I cannot speak for him because he's a warlock now. That's it for me. Twin flame journey, that's it for me. I love him because I know he's been hurt. I forgive him, but I also thank him because if he didn't treat me the way he did, I would not have done my self-work to know how much I was worth. Now, going forward, there are people that I recognize that I know I won't connect with. There's places that I don't find accommodating for my spirit. And there are things that I don't need in my life. And I'm okay with that. And that's a confirmation. I'm content. And believe it or not, I'm actually happy. I may be alone, but I'm not lonely. And I'm thankful for everything that has happened, because I see such a brighter future. I'm sorry, ahead of me. And it's fucking amazing.